Senator Bill Cassidy, Republican of Louisiana. Senator Cassidy, thanks again for joining us this morning. Let's start out with the pandemic. You're a medical doctor. We just heard the message from Dr. Fauci and Senator Klobuchar. Go get vaccinated.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Get vaccinated. If you meet the guidelines, go ahead and get your booster shot. Folks ask me about vaccinating children. Yes, less likely to have significant illness, but little children bring it home to grandmother, grandfather, and to the parents. And so follow the recommendations. As a physician, I would just say follow the recommendations on who to be vaccinated.
You still seeing resistance in your state?
Yes, but if you look at my state right now, we actually have, I think, the lowest or near the lowest incidence of infection. One beef I've had, and I think it's a very valid beef, it's clear that previous infection gives immunity. Dr. Fauci has said that in a committee hearing. There's been no analysis as to the as to the longevity of that or anything else that folks would want to know. I've been previously infected. Am I immune? CDC is totally not interested in looking at that. I think the American people know they're being gamed a little bit. I would still get vaccinated. The CDC should get on their job and do that work too.
You heard Senator Klobuchar on the Build Back Better plan. She believes the Democrats are going to get it done this month. I know you voted for the bipartisan infrastructure bill, but you're against the Build Back Better plan. You say it's going to fuel inflation. The administration has put forward 17 Nobel Prize winning economists who say it won't.
So those 17 Nobel Prize, if you go back, Glenn Kessler in the Washington Post looked at them. They said that was the bill they had then, not the bill they have now. And they point out that if you are going to avoid inflation, then you've got to be able to pay for it. The Wharton School of Business has a better analysis. Their analysis is that it's about $1.53 billion in new revenue. But as it's probably going to be implemented, those things that don't sunset or that are supposed to sunset don't, it's going to cost $4.65 trillion. $4.65 trillion on top of what the federal government is going to pay. And may I make a note, George? 1/3 of the expenditures are tax cuts for billionaires. There's corporate welfare. It's going to raise the price of gasoline at least about 20 cents a gallon. And it begins to have federal dictates as to how your child's preschool is handled, the curriculum even. What's not to like? It's a bad bill.
You mentioned the tax cuts. Republicans passed a huge tax cut under President Trump. That's one of the things that extending the debt limit has to pay for. So why are you against extending the debt limit?
Yeah, so the debt limit in the past has been the result of bipartisan negotiations, bipartisan both about the spending, bipartisan both about the debt limit. If you haven't noticed, Republicans have not been invited in at all to discuss this. I wouldn't be giving the tax cuts to the billionaires that this bill does. The corporate welfare in this bill, if you earn $500,000 a year and buy an $80,000 electric vehicle, you can get like a $76,000 or $12,000 credit. What? My middle class person can't afford a used car is paying for a tax credit for someone who makes $500,000 a year? Republicans wouldn't agree to that. Yet now we're being asked to increase the debt limit to pay for it. That's not a fair deal.
We're going to be taking a closer look at the opioid crisis later in the program. Your state has been hit so hard by this problem. What should be done?
Yeah, clearly it's multifactorial. But what is also clear is that the situation at the southern border is contributing. If you look at the amount of drugs being interdicted at the southern border, along with the millions of people are coming tens of thousands of pounds of drugs. That is contributing to our opioid overdose. You got to control the southern border. There's other issues as well, but the prescription drug problem is now largely abated. We have treatment plans in place. We're working on capturing that which comes through the mail. It is the southern border which is out of control, which, by the way, is squarely in the lap of this administration, that is contributing to the abundance of drugs, which is contributing to the opioid overdoses.
Senator Cassidy, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you, George.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.